So Karim, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
How is your trip in Paris?
We had a bad flight,
Really?
but once we got to Paris, everything got to be very well. So once we got here, everything's been fine.
What does that mean for you to be in Paris to watch NBA game in regular season?
Well, I'm very happy to be here under these circumstances because the last time I was here, the Lakers played an exhibition game, and that was almost 30 years ago. And now the NBA is playing regular season games here in Paris. So to me, that's an improvement. I think the people here in Paris will get a chance to see up close and personal how great the game is, and I hope they enjoy it.
What do you know about French basketball?
Well, you know, I've coached a couple of French players, Rony Turiaf being one. Mbenga, I coached him, and we won the World Championship back in 2010. So, you know, I know that there's good talent in Europe, and, you know, some of the European players have come to America and had a huge impact. Antetokounmpo, Ducic, there's a number of them. They're really, they're making a difference. There's over 100 European and foreign players in the NBA, and I think that's an amazing thing.
It's an honor to can talk with you. So I want to talk about the GOAT. Why a lot of people are so obsessed to say, I want to know who is the real GOAT?
Well, I think it has to do with what your perspective is on who the great players are. You know, so everybody has their own opinion on who the great players are. Somebody will want to say Jerry West and Oscar Robertson were the best backcourt players, and then you go to Michael Jordan or Bob Cousy, and you can just keep naming names, and they were all great. So, you know, unless they play against each other at the same age, you don't know, and it's just an argument. It's great for sports bars. You can go and order some wings and a few beers and argue all night, but we'll never find that out.
A lot of people say, why not you are the greatest player of all time? Do you feel like this way?
I think I'm one of them. I think I'm one of the great players, absolutely. I won't try and annoy you with some false modesty. I know I had a very great career, but there's so many other guys that have had great careers. How do you pick? You can't. It's just wonderful that you have so many to choose from, and it enables you to enjoy the game more.
Do you think it's fair to compare the era, the 60s with the 90s, the 70s with the 2000s?
No, it's not fair. The rules were different. What people knew about the game, what was possible, that was different. So you can't compare, you know, players from different eras. Yeah, George Mikan would not have been able to play against Wilt, and Wilt would not have been able to play against some guys now, but that's irrelevant.
You create the sky hook, not a hook, the sky hook, because the rules forbidden to you to dunk. Today in NBA, a lot of young center can use the sky hook. Why?
They don't work on it. All it takes is just a couple of weeks of working on the fundamentals of it, and you can master it, and it's a very useful shot. They just, nobody's taught them. I think you got to start teaching kids at an early age. If the players don't learn when they're very young, they go with what they learned when they're very young. That's it.
Do you watch the NBA today again?
Yeah, I watch sometimes, yes.
And what do you think about the evolution of the game?
I think the game is at a very good state. You know, the only thing that I don't like is the fact that it's harder to play defense now because you can't touch anybody. That makes it, that's very difficult for the defensive guys. But other than that, the game is great.
And what about the young center, Joel Embiid, Drummond? What the center looks like you?
Well, the roles might change on the court. You know, they want more from the center now. They want to come out and set picks and you know, be available to shoot three-point shots. That's just another aspect of how the game has evolved. But, you know, the game will continue to evolve like that. There's nothing, you know, that we can do about that.
Today, the role of the big men changed in NBA. They can do more or less stuff than you era.
They're just doing different things. Okay, so there are more pick and rolls with the center, so the center is out from the pivot area. They didn't have me out there setting picks because they wanted me in here scoring, and I was an effective scorer. So it all depends on how you want to use your talent, what type of talent that you have, and how you want to play the game and how you expect to win the game. All of those things factor into all the stuff that we've been talking about.
You told me the new center in NBA now doesn't work on your skyhook. You think they are lazy?
No, they're not lazy. They haven't been taught it, so they don't see any practical use for it. You have to show somebody how. You have to give them a tool and then show them how to use it. All right. So I don't think that too many people know how to teach the hook shot, and all the kids, the young players, they all want to shoot three-pointers. They're not interested in coming in here. This is like nothing to them. They want to be out there shooting three-pointers. So I think that's really affected the game.
It's too bad because the skyhook is maybe the best weapon in NBA history.
It's an accurate shot. If you need 2 points, that's the way to go.
You're the best NBA leader at score. Do you think maybe LeBron or another player can beat you?
Sure.
You want it?
I don't know. If they beat me, it won't change anything. I still have had my career, and I had a great career, so I'm not upset about that.
We made a documentary about the Lakers a few weeks ago, and we're just wondering who is the best Lakers of all time. You have an answer?
No, I don't. George Mikan, Jerry West, Wilt, Elgin Baylor, Kobe, LeBron, me, Shaq. There's a lot of guys that have played, great players that have played for the Lakers. It's going to be hard to pick one.
The last question: Do you still touch the ball?
No, I don't play.
Remember your last skyhook?
No.
So I can ask you to make a skyhook for the crowd.
I don't know if I can make one
here.
You want me to shoot a hook shot, huh?
You want to test?
I'll try it.
Okay. Karim Abdul-Jabbar qui va vous faire un skyhook devant vous. Can I try to defend on you? Stop. You have to score. You have to score. Yeah. Great. Karim Abdul-Jabbar. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Karim Abdul-Jabbar, s'il vous plaît, on l'applaudit fort.